of solidarity from the 200 million members of the global trade union movement.
전 세계 2억 명의
투쟁!
2,000 construction workers have gone on strike angry over sham contract workers.
Thousands of construction workers making noise on behalf of their mates on sites across the state.
These are the victims, 37 children between them, 906 years of combined service.
This is a national disgrace.
You have the full support of every unionist in this country. Comrades, we are one, we are many. We are the Australian trade union movement. We will prevail. Solidarity forever, comrades.
Protesters brought Buenos Aires to a standstill on Thursday during a 24-hour general strike. If the government fails to meet the demands for higher pay and lower taxes, the main union threatens to continue strikes and for longer in future.
Last week, hundreds of thousands of Brazilians took to the streets and millions more stayed home in a general strike. Much of South America's biggest, most populous country was brought to a standstill with airports, factories, schools, public services all shut down.
The general strike lasted just one day, but with teachers, doctors, nurses, and bus drivers among those taking part, it was the largest such strike in Brazil for decades and was backed by protests in 26 states.
Over the Labor Day weekend, a massive labor protest happened in India. And in fact, many are saying that this might be the largest strike in the history of humanity.
Banks, insurance, coal, oil sector, telecom, postals, big industries, small industries, everywhere you see even nurses are on strike.
More than 1 million workers from different trade unions in India have gone on a strike to demand higher wages. They're also protesting against the government's economic reforms.
They have described government policies and reforms as anti-labor and in favor of corporates and industrialists. Workers have long been demanding rollback of privatization in sectors such as railways and defense, and an increase in minimum wages, social security cover for unorganized workers.
Protests rolled out across 1,100 cities in Europe in a day of action against the Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership, aka TTIP, a major deal to create a free trade zone between the US and the EU. It would create the largest free trade bloc in the world and has raised concerns about the impact on workers' rights, national health services and foodstuffs.
The anti-TTIP movement is a European-wide one. More than 1.6 million people have already signed petitions in support of the protest.
Today caps off months of sustained protests against an economic reform package that the government forced through Parliament without a vote.
On the streets of Paris, France's labor strike grips the country. The unions are digging their heels in over the proposed changes to working hours and conditions.
Power to the people.